Hello, my lovely Virgo, and welcome to your general November reading. My name is Heather from the Crystal Vein Tarot. Welcome and thank you for joining me. As a general reading, the messages will not resonate with everyone the same way, so I will try to provide explanations for both career and money and love and relationships. So please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and let's get started. Now, I did meditate on the cards and shuffle them, and you had a lot of jumpers, Virgo. For all the other signs, I've only pulled 4 cards, but you had these last 3 fell out together. And so what we have here, I'm using the Legacy of the Divine Tarot deck. So for the first week of November, Virgo, the energy around you is the 4 of Coins, and the second week is the Sun. And then for the last half of November, you're looking at, you start off with the 2 of Wands energy around you, followed by the 7 of Swords, and you finish off the month with the 6 of Cups energy. So with the 4 of Coins starting off the month, in that first week of November, Virgo, the 4 of Coins is about, it's about a desire for long-term security. So you see this gentleman here, he's holding these coins very close to himself. He's afraid to let them go. He's afraid someone's going to take them. So you could be feeling financially unstable right now, but you could also be feeling emotionally unstable. And so this is holding everything closely to yourself. And so the 4 of Coins in this position for this first week of November, Virgo, it's kind of reminding you that not to hold everything so closely to yourself. Now if you are going through financial hardship right now, then this could be indicating that you need to spend your money more wisely and to alter your spending habits and start trying to save some money. But if that's not the case, then what it's telling you is not to be so miserly and to open up not only your purse strings but also your emotions. So with regards to relationships, family, partnerships, friendships, you could be holding your emotions too tightly in, maybe afraid to let other people in, maybe afraid to let people see who you really are. And so the 4 of Coins for that first week of November, Virgo, the advice here is telling you to not be afraid to let yourself be seen by others and to open up your heart to let people in. Because then we have it followed by the Sun. And this is a wonderful card. It's got beautiful energy. The Sun is really, it's about material happiness, a joyous outcome, it's success, it's optimism, it's believing you can achieve your dreams. This really is a beautiful card. I love this card in this deck. And so if you do open up your heart, open up your purse strings, be generous in spirit, be generous in even in something as simple as complimenting others, and just being kind to others, that you will be rewarded and the universe will reward you. And so you will have that happiness and joyous outcome coming through for you. Now the Sun is also, the Sun also has the message of, it's about abundance, and it's here to help you to appreciate everything that you do have in your life. So again, if you're holding things tightly to yourself because you're feeling lack, whether or not it's lack again in money or relationships, the Sun is here to remind you that to appreciate what you do have in your life, and to know that even though life will always bring you challenges that must be met, it also brings rewards and opportunities to you. So with respect to career, money, abundance, when the Sun card can be telling you that things are going pretty well from you, work can be a source of joy for you, you feel like you're at the top of your game, that kind of thing. Or it could even be telling you that it's time for you to soar to new heights and start to expand yourself at work. So if you have the opportunities to take on any projects or extra assignments at work, perhaps you should, so you can let your light shine, and your superiors, your boss, can see what it is that you're capable of, and that you will be recognized for your efforts. Now, with respect to relationships, family relationships, love, the sun can also indicate that true love is on its way, which is fantastic if you're single or you've just started seeing someone, sorry. Now, if you're already in a relationship, this could be saying that your relationship is going to the next level of commitment and you're deepening your commitment to each other. So engagement or marriage could be on the way. There could be a child on the way. Or you could even just be finding that you're taking that next step, such as going from seeing several people to committing to one person, or if you've been dating someone for a while, perhaps you're moving in together. So again, that's the energy that's coming in for you for the second week of November, Virgo. And then for the second half of November, we have the energy of the Two of Wands. So Wands is a fire sign, or fire energy. It's creativity, passion, and so it does represent the fire signs. The fire signs are Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. They're about your creativity, your wants, your desires, and about protecting those things that you have. Now, the Two of Wands specifically is about waiting for results, making a choice. It can even indicate that there's plans for travel, or you have plans for travel. So you might find in the second half of November that there could be an offer to go somewhere, to travel could be on the table for you, and absolutely go for it if that opportunity presents itself. But it does, the Two of Wands also tells you that you've reached a new height where you will need to make a choice about where you can go from here. So it's here to help you see that it's time to let go of some things in your life in order to grow and to evolve and to change. And with respect to your career, money, and abundance, then the Two of Wands can be a message that, like, especially if you're creatively inclined, you're artistic in any way, it could be you realizing that it's time for you to take your craft into a whole new direction. So, for example, if you've been tinkering with something, you have passion in writing or drawing, painting, you work with your hands, any kind of thing like that, that maybe it's time for you to get a little bit more serious about your talents and take it to the next level. Maybe start going to craft shows, trying to sell pieces online, that kind of a thing. So this is what the Two of Wands could be indicating for you with your career. Now, for relationships and love, if you're single, then it can be saying that there are other experiences sorry, I'm tripping over my tongue. There are other experiences and opportunities that you need to live, and to focus on broadening your horizons and your experiences. And if you are in a relationship, then it could be indicating that it's time for you to take that relationship to the next level, and deepening your commitment to each other, or expressing your feelings more openly, because it is a fire sign, so that it is about, again, tripping over my words, my tongue, it is about passion and creativity. And then we have, so normally I would read this one as the fourth week of November, Virgo, and this is the Seven of Swords energy. So the Seven of Swords, you can see this gentleman here is sneaking through the window. He's got these swords here. It is a card that's about deception, and it's a card about, so it's a card about, traditionally it's a card about being deceived, hidden agendas, illusions, being taken advantage of in some way. But it can also indicate too that you are perhaps, because it is a card of the hidden, it can also be telling you that, or advising you that you've been hiding yourself away from the world, and that you don't need to hide anymore. And as long as you're being true in your intentions and your actions towards others, and you're taking the higher ground in any kind of relationships you have, or taking the right steps to the path where you where you want to go, that's what you need to do. So just make sure that all of your actions aren't they're not being driven by ulterior motives or misguided motives, or motives that could potentially hurt and harm other people, and that everything that you're doing is above board. So that's kind of a message that comes in with the Seven of Swords. Now, with respect to your career, money, finance, the Seven of Swords, if you're in a job, if you're currently in a job, it could be that you're feeling pressured to fit in, and to be a team player, and to say that you have passion for the work that you're doing when really you don't. And it's, so really think about that, and maybe you should be honest with those people around you, because if it's not a right fit, perhaps it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to leave that job or career, but perhaps there's another way you can fit in better with it. Like, for example, if you are working in retail and you're a cashier, and that's not, you're not passionate about being a cashier, then perhaps being a visual merchandiser would be something that you would be passionate about, and perhaps that you could be moved into that area within that company instead. So that's kind of the advice with respect to career. It can also indicate that you may need to act fast in an opportunity that presents itself in the near future. And with respect to relationships, family, partnerships, the Seven of Swords can indicate that you have a fear of letting your guard down, and that you're afraid of letting anyone else kind of see who you really are. So if you're single and you're looking for relationships, it's really important to make sure that you are not doing that, and that you are letting your guard down, because there's no way to let anyone else in and to really get to know someone if you constantly have your guard up and you're not letting them see who you really are. And if you are in a relationship with someone, it could be that again, that you're being super cautious, and you're not letting that relationship grow and evolve. But it can also be telling you to, and providing a warning, that especially if you're in the beginning stages of a relationship, to pay attention to any red flags that might pop up, especially early on. And then we have, so the final energy. And this is the other card that kind of flew out when I was shuffling the deck. It's the Six of Cups. So you're wrapping up the month, and perhaps even into the very beginning of December, Virgo. You have the Six of Cups, and cups are that's emotional energy. It's water. It represents water, so it's the emotions, and so it could even be a water sign that's around you, or that has an important part in your life. So that would be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or someone who has a lot of Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in their chart. And the Six of Cups in particular is about nostalgia and gifts. It's about innocence, reunions. So it could be that someone from your past, whether or not it's a past flame, a past love interest, is coming back into your life. But and someone from your past, it could even be a family member as well. You could be reconnecting with people that you once worked with in the past, and that you had developed bonds and a relationship with, and friendships with. And then, as you moved on in your career, you've drifted apart, and now they're coming back in. So it's kind of has that high school reunion type of feeling. But, everything associated with it is happy, and it's happy thoughts, and it's remembering happy times and a time of innocence, and just, where you didn't have any grief, any tensions. And so that's the energy that's coming in at the very end of November for you, Virgo. And so the other thing too is the Six of Cups could also be, it also comes in to remind you to reconnect with the joy that you felt as a child or in your youth, and that you've lost as you've grown up. So it's reconnecting with your inner child, and and start thinking the way you used to think when you were younger. See the world through fresh eyes and a childlike perspective. Especially if you have been letting your putting your guard up and not letting other people in and afraid to let other people in, maybe it's time for you to move back into that time of childlike wonder and innocence, where children, they never have their guard up. They'll talk to anyone. They go to a playground and they make friends instantly. Kids are very good that way. They're very open and honest. So I'm going to now pull 2 more cards for you. I'm going to start with I'm just grabbing the deck, the Wisdom for Healing cards. So Virgo, we're going to pull an advice card for you for the month of October. So let's see what advice Spirit has for you for the month of November. Oh, that one wanted to pop out. Okay, so this card is Rely on Yourself. And so the message, Virgo, is, the lesson for November is, look at the issue of dependency. Do you rely upon others to do what you should be doing for yourself? Healing is a solo endeavor, and while we all need support during this process, ultimately the task of self-empowerment rests with us. So your goal, Virgo, for the month of November is to identify and modify the ways in which you release personal responsibility to others. So rely on yourself. And now I'm going to pull a Reiki Living Healing card. So let's see what healing advice Spirit has for you for the month of November, Virgo. Oh, and you have patience. I believe Leo got this one as well. So the message for November, and to keep in mind, is whenever something seems out of control for you, or a situation isn't going as you expected it, and you feel that tension bubbling up inside you, just remember, just for today, I will let go of anger. And that is the message of patience. So Virgo, this concludes your general reading for the month of November. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment, and take care, Virgo.